Hi everybody. Alright, so it's Monday and I'm excited for the new week, and if I look a little shadowier than usual, it's because I'm part ninja. Just kidding. Well, I can't tell you whether I'm part ninja, but if I'm looking shadowier, it's because it's an energy savings day, so I have maximum number of lights off in the basement, which means I do still have some lights on, which means it's not the maximum number of lights off, but it's, it's the most lights off that I can operate with functionally and well while I work in the basement. Anyway, enough about that. So let's see, my drink today is classic lemon limeade, which I guess is not classic. Classic would be lemonade. Interesting variant would be limeade. This is lemon and lime and some sugar and some water. A little heavy on the lemon and lime because that's how I roll. Katie does too. She might catch that later. She might never catch it. We'll find out. Oh man, so how are you guys doing? Did you have a good weekend? I think I did, but I honestly don't remember it at all at the moment. I got a little more sleep than usual, so that was good. Still far from caught up, but catching up, and that's a start. I've been reading Anne Perry lately again, and she's so good. I'm reading Calendar Square. Anne Perry writes these basically historical mysteries historical fiction mystery set in Victorian London, and she's just so good. Check her out if you are looking for something to read and you like Victorian London and or mysteries. Alright, so now we're continuing with the Dream World Collective. Sorry for the late notice, by the way. I totally didn't see how late it had become today. Summer clutched at her heavy pillows and grunted. Part of her mind was fumbling after a dream fragment that had something to do with the swimming pool at night. The rest was trying to sleep. She'd had a restless night even before Otto's appearance. The tower room had given her a degree of comfortable escape until Zen had walked into her ribs. She found it hard to shake the disruption, and after a fitful time she gave up and staggered back downstairs. It was mostly light out. That was something, at least. She walked into the kitchen, mostly by default. Summer was usually severely, even self-righteously anti-caffeine, but a morning like this didn't count. Sometimes when you're starving, you just have to club a seal, she thought, and the dark thought caught her mood perfectly. It didn't make her laugh, it just satisfied a deep, perverse part of her. "What you doing?" Zen's sprightly voice behind her caused her to start violently. "My God," she mumbled, turning to see him standing in the doorway. "Where did you come from?" "The garage." Zen's tousled blonde hair and pointed chin always gave him an elfin appearance. "Whoa, cool. You want to come show me? You want to come show my friends too? We're about to see a polar bear." Oh, very nice. Here, why don't you come on down? I don't know if you can hear the thumping, but that is my lovely girl walking down to show me a polar bear. How are you today?
Good.
Good. Did you have a good rest? Polar bear. Say hi.
Hi.
You want to tell us anything about polar bear?
Poor bear had a good day.
Oh, good. What made it a good day for him?
He was very happy. He is happy every day.
That is great. Thank you for coming and showing us. Are you ready to go back upstairs?
No.
You want me to read the story for a little bit? Okay. I was reading my friends a story so they can watch it. So let's see. The garage. Zen's tousled blonde hair and pointed chin always gave him an elfin appearance. Now the wintry flush of red in his cheeks and a sparkle in his eyes gave him a wild and energetic air that Summer, in her current mood, found downright offensive. "We were on an expedition," he added. "It's expedition, dummy. Not for Winnie the Pooh, and not for Junior Minister DeMille and his trusty manservant Standish." Zen wiggled a pair of something. Little wooden animals, they looked like. Summer tried to process this, but her mind felt slow, like a block of marble. Right. Tea? She managed? Zen was good at tea. Yeah, I was wondering about that too. I don't think we really have the stuff for that yet, like water or heat. I could give you some tea leaves to suck on. She made a face at him, then regretted it, sort of. She didn't really have much mental capacity to spare for complex emotions. Sushi shuffled into the kitchen in her old pair of fuzzy dirt and pink slippers. Where's breakfast? She asked. There isn't any, Summer told her flatly. Do we have any food? It occurred to Summer that Sushi and she almost never both woke up early. If they were up early, it was to rush to work. If it was a non-work day, they would sleep into a civil hour. What?
His poor bear.
Oh, thank you. Is he sitting on the arm of the chair? Yeah. You want to keep listening for a little bit? Or go upstairs?
Could I strong guy?
Sure. I'll be right back. Can you go get him by yourself? Okay.
On the little markers?
Mm-hmm. They're in that black basket.
Okay. Could I? Whoa! This go in mug.
Mm-hmm. It occurred to Summer that Sushi and she almost never woke up early.
Stop reading, okay?
Nope, I'm gonna keep reading for a while. If they were up early, it was to rush to work. If it was a non-work day, they would sleep into a civil hour. There isn't any electricity or water or anything, Zen contributed.
Or guy.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I tried the stove, but we have the food we brought over.
Oh yeah.
They'd kept their non-perishables.
My mommy needs me.
Okay, then you can go upstairs.
Okay. And then I will be back down.
Okay, we'll see.
Coming up, Daphne.
For
See you
what?
later.
I've got a project you can help with.
Let's see.
What?
There isn't any electricity or water or anything, Zen contributed.
You'll help
Or
her.
gas. I tried the stove.
Huh?
But we have the food we brought over. They'd kept their non-perishables. So, cereal? Sushi put this forward like a lazy student hazarding a guess in class. No milk, Summer pointed out. They lapsed into a muzzy silence. You guys want to see my wagon? Zen asked. I found him in the garage. His name is Puff the Magic Wagon. He's been licensed for agency use, but Agent Barker authorized me to drive Puff wherever I want if I need to use him for something else. Summer and Sushi turned to him slowly. You have a wagon? Said Sushi. Yeah, you want to see? Zen had all the incongruous excitement of a little boy. I guess. Sushi was incredulous. Summer could empathize. Zen had a peculiar aptitude for non sequiturs. The three of them trundled out to the garage. Zen was carrying on a complex account of the adventures he'd had with a number of strange characters who apparently included the animals he was carrying. Summer couldn't really follow and didn't try. So then we had to storm the mezzanine, of course, because that's where Dr. von Einigenberg was holding the prisoners. But we had to figure out how to get past the nanocutters first, because they were rigged to... Shut up, moaned Sushi. Oh, right. Zen shut up without rancor. On the driveway, they found a little red wagon surrounded by a random collection of tools and a few wooden animals. Anyway, this is Puff the Magic Wagon, and this is Agent... Summer's attention trailed off again, and she glanced at Sushi. After years living together, they could sometimes communicate without words. Sushi nodded. Summer tapped Zen on the shoulder. Guess what? She said, not as a question. Zen looked at her blankly. You get to go grocery shopping. Me? You. Now? Very now. Summer piled all her groggy emphasis into the 3 syllables. But the mission, Zen protested. We were just about to decouple... Sushi? Summer nodded toward Zen. Sushi administered a single rabbit punch to his bicep. Ow! But it's like a half-hour walk. Summer began ticking off a list on her fingers. You can get us milk, bananas, granola bars of a non-soulless variety. Buns, added Sushi. Summer glanced at her, thrown off her groove. Sushi explained, oniony buns, rolls, or bagels. Oh, and cream cheese. Bunions, got it, said Zen. But the thing is, I was actually kind of having a good time here, and it's pretty chilly for a walk fast, said Summer, exactly as Sushi said. Wear a jacket. There was a long moment. Zen looked helplessly from one to the other. Sushi pounded a fist into her open hand. Okay, I'm gone. Zen began loading select members of his squad into Puff the Magic Wagon. Come, Standish. We're not wanted here. Well, thank you for joining me. I hope you guys have a great week. Again, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Let me know what you're doing, what you're thinking about, what's making you happy or otherwise occupying you. Thank you for enjoying my little guest with me and for bearing with any interruptions or disruptions to the story. Have a great week. I'll see you tomorrow.